Women's Intercultural Network and U.S. Women Connect. And we welcome you today to Winning Strategies. We are here to talk about engaging rural and indigenous women for economic participation. And we have a panel who's going to speak to you briefly, each one, just to kind of frame the issue. And then we want to hear from you. We want to hear some of your best practices, some of your new ideas. We're looking for new, innovative ways for women to become self-sustainable NGOs. And that means moving into a social enterprise, setting up a nonprofit hybrid business. There's all kinds of new things out there. And we want to hear what you're doing on the ground in your countries. And so after you hear from our panel, and I'm going to introduce you first to Emily Larase, who is the Executive Director of the San Francisco Department on the Status of Women. And they also have a commission there, which was the first one in the country to actually put a budget behind a department, and they also were the first ones to actually begin implementing CSW. Does anybody here not know what CSW is? Well, Emily will tell you. And Emily is going to then introduce you to the panel, and then we'll have a good interactive discussion. Emily?
Before I get started, how many folks do we have here from the African continent? Folks from Africa? All right. What about Asia? Parts of Asia, excellent. Middle East? Middle East, Europe. Europe. We have some folks from Europe. How about North America? North America, Central America? Okay, good. Latin America? Latin America, how about Pacific Islander? Did I miss anybody? Yes. Australia. Very good. Welcome. Everybody's most welcome. I just want to spend a couple minutes. San Francisco is the only city, the first city in the world to pass a local ordinance reflecting the principles of the UN Convention to eliminate all forms of discrimination against women. All of you know that the U.S. is not party to CSW. We're working very hard to try to change that. So just to give you a little bit of context for today's panel, this is the fourth Winning Strategies Parallel event convened by Women's Intercultural Network and U.S. Women Connect at these parallel sessions. It is a follow-up on the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Women's Economic Summit convened by Secretary Hillary Clinton in San Francisco this past September. So this year's Winning Strategies is expanding on that West discussion, adding the experiences and comments of rural and indigenous women working on the ground. As panelists, we have joining us today, and you have a flyer. Unfortunately, Olivia Calderon, the moderator, had a death in her family, so I'm stepping in for her. But we have Diane Harrison, Chair of the Board of the Women's Intercultural Network, an advisory council member of the Kayunga Peace Center in the Republic of Uganda, Diane. And Mona Makwani, she's a human rights attorney and co-founder of Spark in San Francisco. Mona. We have Marilee Mandahar, she is president of the Filipino Women's Network. And finally, Kathy Kobe Sanchez, founder of the Tiwa Women United and co-chair of the U.S. Women's Connect. Just to acknowledge our sponsors today, Women's Intercultural Network, U.S. Women Connect, Women's Youth Network, Tiwa Women United, Filipino Women's Network, the Now Foundation, and Southwest Airlines. Is Daphne here?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Welcome. Please come to the front of the room. We had a cancellation by Dolly Anek Agwangjan from Sudan. She was all prepared to come, but the U.S. Embassy denied her a visa. So we're very fortunate to have Daphne join us.